I just wanted to chop it up with the folks real quick, man. It's been on my mind heavy about just a spiritual awakening and what God is doing in a lot of people's lives, man. You're gonna have to cut a lot of things off. I've been dealing with the spirit heavy in the month of May, and then like we're coming into a new month, and I just want to assure some people that God is blessing you in this new season of June. But you got to trust it wholeheartedly, and you got to rid yourself of more things. And as you go up higher in the spirit, the more things that you're gonna have to give up and give way to. Um, Man, it's been heavy on me, man. Just the spiritual things and the spiritual awakening that's taking place in the land, man. It's a lot of things that's going on, and it's just taking people left and right. I see a lot of young people exiting this planet left and right, and it's just so sad to see that they didn't get a chance to fulfill what God had put inside of them because the ending is so tragic. And a lot of times is things that are generational, has been passed down. But if you do your research and you see what the root cause is, you'll start to understand why these things are taking place. So I took upon myself, man, now that I have a seed to look after and a family, to just to sit down and hear the voice of the Lord and allow Him to work in me and in spirit and truth. A lot of times I've had to defeat things that were coming down the bloodline through my family, and that has just been plaguing generations. But it's always one that God will choose to rise up against the turmoil and the things that's stopping a family from being able to break free of the bondage of mental slavery or addiction or a lot of different things. But you have to be willing to stand 10 toes and just trust in the Holy Spirit. Man, I tell you, I listen to a lot of content creators on YouTube, and it just prompted me to get on here and just speak my truth and share my testimony. I've been targeted, I've been counted out, I've been outcasted, the black sheep, if you will, of my family, but I'm okay with that because I know God is making a way in the wilderness for me to be able to press forward at the mark. I just trust in His plan, and I want to assure somebody today that God is working on your behalf. If you just continue to make way for the Holy Spirit, then the Holy Spirit is always going to guide you in all spirit and truth. Don't allow anything to make you miss the mark of what God is trying to do. Everything that aligns with God will produce fruit, and you'll know a lot of different things by the fruit that it produces in your life, or when you're dealing with people. Keep things short. You don't have to always share all of what God is doing, because it'll be able to be evident, because the way that you live, it will represent what God is doing in your life. So you don't have to defend yourself, or you don't have to let people make you feel like you don't belong. And a lot of the times I've done that in the past, but I'm just here to share my testimony and just let people know that you have to give way to the things of the spirit. That's why I say a lot of these people out here are religious people, but they're sending people to damnation. They're sending people to hell because they're not dealing with the spirit. They're just dealing with the surface level things. And when Jesus walked the earth, He wasn't a religious man. The religious people were the ones that wanted to hang Him on the cross, that want to crucify Him, if you will. So if Jesus dealt with these things, what do you think we're going to deal with? And we living deep into the end of time. We don't know when Christ is going to come back, but we know that we want to be found in a posture of prayer and a posture of doing the will of God and allowing the Spirit to lead us. So if you get caught up in the things of this world, then you'll be dismayed by the deceit and the propaganda that's being passed through the media, through TV. I've come to a point where I don't even watch TV anymore. I just read. I'm doing more reading, and I've always been more of a reader than watching television, because the things that you see on TV is fleeting. It could be deceiving at times. Even the news is never anything good on the news. So it's just like, what are we talking about? But if we tap into the Spirit and allow the Spirit to guide us, we'll be able to see these things for what they are. So I just want to say your spiritual gifts, each one individually have a set of spiritual gifts, and you have to tap into what your spiritual gifts are. Now, when I started to become more aware of the Spirit, it started to show me the faces of these people. And once I start to see that a lot of people that I was giving my energy to were energy vampires or people who didn't have my best interest, I started to develop at one point a serious, like, I was a bit not angry, but I was upset because I realized that I was wasting my time with folks that I thought were family, friends. But when I start to rid myself of those things, man, the Holy Spirit just chimed in and started guiding me. And once it started guiding me, I just stepped back and let it just I gave way to the Holy Spirit, and it started to reveal more and more to me. I've been around a lot of church people. I've been around a lot of religious people. I've been around bishops. I've been around apostles. I've been around people who call themselves men of God and women of God. But when you really see the fruit that they're producing, it was just surface level things. Now, when you're attached to the Spirit will guide you in all spirit and truth, and it will show you and reveal things to you that you need to know. So I want to encourage somebody, just, man, make sure you stay in prayer and make sure that at some point you get into a season of fasting. The number one thing for me was to overcome family, because a lot of times I had given family so much like authority over me, and just following the ways of tradition. When you get out of tradition, the Spirit will guide you. And I keep saying about the Spirit because it's two different things. Religious people are church going people. Spiritual people are people who give way to the Spirit and allow it to guide them. And I've been around I've studied many different religions, and it's all the same thing. It's just leading people to damnation, man. I'm not saying that you can't worship or go into a church and worship, but a lot of these churches are deceiving people. It's about money. It's about just taking from the poor and fattening their own pockets. So if you go into a church and they asking you for multiple offerings, when you barely can get your bills paid, but they're asking you for more and more. So it's just a time where we got to speak what's true. And the Spirit prompted me to start my own channel and just speak what's true to the people. If you subscribe to me, I'm going to continue to bring spiritual revelation. Whatever God placed upon my heart to share with you will always be truthful and led by the Spirit, if you will. So go ahead and subscribe. Continue to follow my content. It's going to get better and better. I'm figuring out how to do this thing. But I say, man, if I seen other people doing it, and it's just like, it's like you're trying to just make money. I'm not trying to make money off it. I want people to really be saved, and I want people to develop a spiritual relationship with the Most High God. And in this season, God is putting his bold soldiers out front to profess the gospel, if you will, and lead people to the sea of living water. Let's just continue to tap in. Let's continue to break these generational curse, and let's continue to worship in all spirit and truth. Be blessed. I'm going to sign off now, and we're going to continue to bring more content to you in the near future. God bless.